So hello all, today we'll be doing SQL video functions. They are used to calculate values in each law, in a result or in a range of laws given. And they are helpful when you have a data and you don't want to interfere with the actual data itself. So I have opened the SSMS Management Studio for Microsoft SQL Server. I'm using the server 2022. So I shall create a new database here and call it sales. So from the sales, you can check if it has any tables or not. And as you can see, there are no tables. So we shall create new query for adding new tables and make sure the created database is selected here. Make sure the queries are running in this database and not any other. So I've copied uh, a query here to create the table, that is table sales, with sales person ID as an integer or an int, product ID int, all sales date, which is date, all sales amount or sale amount, which is a decimal 10 digits, and two decimal places, no more than two decimal places. So let's create this database, execute it. It's running or have completed successfully. And let's select every from the table we have created. And as you can see, just the heading of the rows are being attributed, no data currently on the. So let's insert our data, which is down below here. So we're inserting into the sales table and the values are down here. So let me highlight this. Copying, highlight this, then and execute. So it has affected 21 rows. If you run it again and execute, there are 21 rows which have been affected, or 21 rows have been added currently. So we shall be creating functions and procedures for this table. So the first thing we shall do, we shall start with the procedure. Let me put this. I have this procedure here. So I have it. So the first section is checking if the procedure is there, then it shall drop or delete the procedure. If it's not there, if you can check it has done successfully. If the procedure was there, it have been deleted. So the procedure calculates the average sales amount per product. So we can go ahead and run or execute the query, which has executed successfully. So it's it's creating, or it's calculating the average sales amount for the sales amount for every sales. So let's execute the average product sales. That, and let's execute it. And as you can see, it has affected all the three rows for the 21. So the first one, the product ID 101 has 2200 sales. That is for Yeah, 2100 sales. Product 2 also. This is the average, so it's calculating all the total, then dividing with the amount of sales ID. There are 7 for each product ID. It's giving the average for the first one, the average for the second one, the average for the third one, which is 2400, which has the highest. So this is the first procedure, which is calculating the average product sales for using the product ID. So the next one we shall do is we shall check. We shall create a function. Let me copy this function here. In the first part, it's deleting the total sales given if the function if the function is there. So if you can run this, it has done successfully. That means there is no total sales function already in the database. So let's run the actual function and create the function itself. So we shall get this function total sales. As you can see, has created successfully or completed.